Are you keen to score more ducks this year? Correct poor behavior. And here are the top 10 mistakes do most duck hunters when duck hunting that cost them ducks. Number 1. Lack of scouting. You need to know what kind of activity your hunting spots are seeing on a day-to-day basis. If you are not scouting your locations or other potential locations, then you cannot possibly have a handle on where birds are feeding, where they are going, and most importantly, when are they doing these things. Scouting is one of those things that is not difficult, but requires time, effort, and some gas money. It will help your success. Number 2. Set up early. Unless your scouting suggests otherwise, make sure that you have your spread set, blinds grasped, and you are ready to hunt before the sun comes up. Keep in mind when hunting public locations, especially early season, that this is a must. Competition for the best public spots is typically tough earlier in the season, so the earlier the better. Number 3. Control your dog. If you are going to bring a dog, it is not only polite to your fellow hunters, but imperative that the dog be under control at all times and not in the way. Keep the dog on the truck if they are not obedient enough to be trusted on the boat, and bring them out after setup is complete. A noisy and overactive dog in the blind is not pleasant to hunt with and can in fact flare birds. Number 4. Using motion. Using motion in your spread can be a great thing. Bringing life to a spread is a logical tactic. Early season tends to be more successful with motion. As the season progresses, pressured birds see their share of motion decoys. Number 5. Blind spacing. If you are hunting out of layout blinds, you will need to set up your hunting location accordingly. In a smaller group, 4 or less hunters, it may be best to group your blinds close together and do a good job of not only concealing the blinds, but filling the space between each blind with native cover. Appearing as one mound rather than 4 separate mounds is likely better. In some cases, this may not be ideal. Each situation is different. Number 6. The sun is not your friend. Overcast skies are definitely preferred, but there will be times when you have no clouds and the sun is beating down on your spread and your blind. The sun is not only responsible for casting shadows in your spread, but it's the best way to expose your concealment. Try to avoid anything being exposed by excessive sunlight, including exposed skin. Number 7. Insufficient concealment. It is a perfect segue to an even deeper explanation on poor concealment. We talked about how sunlight can expose even a good camo job, but inadequate concealment is possibly one of the biggest mistakes ever made. Whether you are hunting a box blind in a lake, a boat blind, or a pit blind, you need to make sure that from the outside there are no holes in your cover. Number 8. Calling the shot. Communication is key. Always have a person established as the call guy. This is important. Mistiming shots can be the difference of missing a whole flock or allowing birds to finish into your spread. There are other times where giving the birds more time to work would have made a substantial difference in the success of your shot volley. Number 9. Calling. Calling can be one of the most important elements in the success or lack of success of a hunt. Most hunters are not elite duck or goose callers, but knowing when and if you should call is a skill in and of itself. It can take years to become a decent caller, but in the meantime try to learn the birds in your respective areas. This ties in with #10 scouting. Number 10. Decoy placement. Decoys are where most people go wrong on a hunt. It may be how many decoys they use, what kind of decoys they use, how they use the decoys, or a general mix of all of the above. Your setting will determine most of this.